Hello, my lovely Aquarians. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your October weekly reading. This is a general reading and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open. And tomorrow, Friday, is the last day to get your orders in for the sale. Right now it's a recorded reading, 3 questions for $20 or an hour-long Zoom reading for $50. And everything that you'll need to know about scheduling that is in the description box below. You guys can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there. We do spiritual growth, personal development, money and career, as well as love readings. And there's a link for that as well. And when you sign up over on Patreon, you guys get to ask me a free question. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my most beautiful Aquarians, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear them. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on for you guys. Alright, we have the Devil in the reverse here at the bottom of the deck for the general overall energy. You have the 8 of Swords in the reverse, the Judgment card, the 7 of Wands, and the Hermit. Wow. If that is not a clear message, I don't know what is, Aquarius. I feel like there's something here that you guys maybe have felt attached. I was going to say connected, but that didn't feel right. The feeling is attached. Something you guys have felt attached to or maybe have had a hard time moving on from, despite the fact that I think it's caused you a lot of disappointment or a lot of grief in the past, a lot of hurt, okay? So I feel like something it could be hurting you now. You know, having to walk, it's one of those things that sometimes, just because something isn't good for us and something has hurt us doesn't mean that walking away from it doesn't hurt. You know, it's still painful. Walking away from something toxic is still painful. So I feel like that's what you're experiencing. You know, I think you are hurting over having to leave something behind that you have been very attached to, even if it hasn't been good for you. I think you've had a hard time moving on from it in the past. So I feel like this is something that you guys have known isn't maybe the best for you, but I've had a hard time leaving it behind. But I feel like you are now. You got the Devil in reverse kind of breaking that bind. And you have the 8 of Swords in reverse, 2 cards here of releasing. So I do feel like you guys are releasing this, okay? You're making a decision, and it's showing up as the Judgment in your heart space. So it's like, it does kind of have this like once and for all type vibe. 7 of Wands here for your true intention. I feel like you guys are standing your ground. I feel like you guys are choosing to no longer, like, whether it's like no longer settle in a situation or just not backing down. Like, you know what, I'm done and I mean it this time. Like, there's something about it that does have like this energy of, with this Judgment card and the 7 of Wands, has this energy of finality to it, right? It's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. We're not going to repeat this cycle anymore. This is it. And you got the Hermit here for your actions, so really, really pulling back your energy and trying to see the situation from a higher perspective. Okay, really looking within. And I just think you're in this space of just really being honest with yourself, even if it is painful. So we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at their energy towards you, and then we will clarify where we need to. Now, keep in mind that these are not permanent outcomes. This is just where the energy lies for the week. Show me this person's energy towards Aquarius. Show me this person's energy towards Aquarius. What is their energy towards Aquarius? Got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. 10 of Swords, King of Wands, 9 of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles here as well. The Devil, whew. I feel like this is something where you guys both have a hard time staying away from each other. I don't think it's just you, Aquarius. I think that you both recognize that this is something that is probably not the best for both of you, that there is definitely a level of toxicity and attachment here. I think you guys both recognize where, you know, it's not what's best for you, shining the light on the situation. It's kind of like this energy of knowing what you should do, but that doesn't make it any easier to do, right? We can know that something is bad for us. We can know we should walk away from it. That doesn't mean that it's easy to do. Doesn't mean that we're going to do it for a while, you know? I I feel that here. I feel like you guys are really just really looking, taking a really hard look at it. I feel like they are too. Both of you guys are doing that here. You can see that within your same energies. The Four of Pentacles, they still keep holding on to you. You have been holding on to them. You know, yours is moving into the reverse state. So I feel like you are getting to a place where you're being able to, as difficult as it is, it's almost like in this moment you're conquering it, right? I feel like they're not quite in that same space. I feel like they're trying, like they know that it's not what's best for them. But the Devil and the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like they can't help themselves. The Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, missing you, feeling like lost in those feelings. The word that I'm getting is like wallowing in that. And it's like a part of them knows that it's what's for the best. Because they recognize where there's something here where you guys are just not good for each other in one way or another. And you recognize that too. I feel like I said, I feel like this is something that you guys have both been dealing with in your own ways. But I think you are getting to a place where you're kind of standing your ground and conquering it. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of dying on this hill, like not backing down. Defending your position up on the hill. It's also this card of just conviction of knowing that you know. Like you just know, okay? I feel like they know that too, but they're just not, they don't have that same sense of conviction that you do right now. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You know, they're telling themselves that that you guys can't come back to this. You know, I can't go back to them. They can't come back to me. Like, we can't do this. Nothing has changed. It always ends up the same place. Very cycle energy. So it's like that's going on in their thoughts. Like, they're aware of it. Even in their heart space, there's a part of them that does feel like something is different this time. Like, maybe it really is over. They could be feeling a little bit hurt and betrayed. Like I said, I feel a little bit of like a wallowing energy in it. But like I said, I feel like it's because this is something that has been very difficult for both of you to move past. Their true intention is the King of Wands. So I do feel like they still want to work on this. I feel like they still want to come back towards it. I feel like he's looking at this ending like, is there anything I can do about it? That's what it feels like to me. Okay, it feels really over this time, but is there anything I can do? Even though they know that they shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So a change of heart, a change of vision. Maybe they're just at this place, we're going to clarify, where they're just, at one time they had this certain dream or vision. I feel like this is something that you resonate with as well, where you guys had a specific dream or vision of where you thought this was going to go, or where you guys wanted this to go. And now it's like that dream or vision has changed. It's like, is that going to happen? Tell me about this Eight of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Wands. Wanting to be happy. Trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. The Queen of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite deck is grabbing onto a sunflower. Actually, she's like that in a lot of decks. She's grabbing onto a sunflower, which is symbolic of happiness. I feel like you just want to be happy. And it's been so hard to be happy through this situation. There are moments of it, but it's very difficult. It's very toxic, and it brings you like very low. So I feel like you're just trying to figure out what's going to make me happy. What do I need to move towards? You know, I feel like that's why you're wanting to release this, is you just want to be happy. Tell me about this. I feel like you also are confident in your decision as well. Looks like there's a part of you that knows. Like I said, the Judgment card. What is that about? The Seven of Cups. I think it could be a little bit overwhelming, and sometimes maybe you question yourself. But at the end of the day, you do know. And I think that's why this Hermit is showing up. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. The Hermit again. Yeah, some of you guys could be blocking this person out. Some of you guys could be blocking this person so that they can't communicate with you with that energy. Others of you are just really pulling back your energy and standing your ground. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, or tell me about this Hermit. The Queen of Swords. I feel like you've been, I feel like you're very clear with the Queen of Swords. You know, very clear about what you need to do, about what's best for you. She's even kind of got her back turned to the situation. Yeah, I think you do have a lot of clarity in this situation. It doesn't make it easier to do. Knowing that something is what's best for us, knowing that it's the right thing to do, doesn't make it easier to do. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Why is that here? The World card in the reverse. It still feels open to them. It's going to for a while. It probably still feels open to you, and it's accentuated for them because there's still a part of them still wants to come back, where I do feel like your energy has a little bit more of an energy of finality to it than theirs does. Yeah, the Four of Cups in the reverse, they, you know, they're still open to this. So it does still feel very open to them. But the Ten of Swords here too. There's a part of them though, I think, that does know that something is different this time. You got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to acknowledge that part though. So it's like almost like not being honest with themselves. And sometimes that's the worst kind of lie, right? Is when we're not even being honest with ourselves, because there's their energies are very conflicted here. There's a part of them that is like, no, it's still open. This can't be the end. You know, that kind of an energy. Then you also have in their heart space, it's like they're in their heart of hearts, they know that something is different this time. They know that it is kind of over, but they don't want to take a look at that. They don't want to think about that, the Knight of Wands, because that's not what they desire. Because that's not what they desire. So tell me about this King of Wands energy. The Tower in the reverse. So yeah, you know, the Tower is basically a reality check from the universe in one form or another. So the Tower in the reverse is basically just trying to avoid the reality check, or to kind of like postpone the inevitable, I guess is a good way to put it. So trying, like, once again, still their true intention is trying to find a way to keep the Tower from falling, but the Tower's already fallen. You know, I think they're just having a hard time accepting that. Tell me about this Knight of Cups in the reverse, Two of Pentacles. Feeling overwhelmed because they feel like things have changed here. The Seven of Wands in the reverse, they want you to change your mind. That's what this is. You know, the Knight of Cups in the reverse can be a change of heart, a change of mind. They want you to change your mind. Okay, they want you to like weigh your options. I would be cautious, because this person, if they can find an in, a foothold, they are in. Okay, they are going to try to get you to change your mind. Okay, especially with that Seven of Wands in the reverse. They want you to unblock them. They want you to hear them out. They want you to let their guard down, their defenses. And if they're not here yet with you, they're going to be. So just prepare for that. I'm sorry, Aquarians, because I feel like it's a difficult situation, but I think you guys are getting to the space where you're very clear about what's best for you and what you need to do, even if it is difficult to do. But that is what I have for you guys. Keep in mind, these are not going to be permanent outcomes. This is just where the energy lies for this week. But that is what I have for you, my loves. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, also let me know. But check out your other placements. Your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus can also resonate for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, guys, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I'm sending so much love and light.